This is Arrow once again, here to bring you some more Pokemon Showdown. Now, I didn't really show you guys my Ghost type team before, so here's a more in-depth look of what I have here. Now, I did do some minor changing while I was away, but as you can see here, I have an Aegislash. I gave him an air balloon because everything else I've given him has proven to be absolutely worthless. I mean, I could either go Life Orb or Leftovers, but Aegislash either A, doesn't live long enough to use the Leftovers, or B, doesn't live long enough to use the Life Orb. So I decided to give him the air balloon because it gives me a second Pokemon to throw out there in case I'm fearing an earthquake. And I obviously have King Shield, which is so I can switch back into my defensive mode and not get totally wrecked. And, you know, it's kind of a staple of Aegislash. You kind of need that unless you want to go the Swords Dancer route, but I've always preferred to have that King Shield right there and ready. Sacred Sword is there because, well, I really like my fighting moves because if I ever encounter a Dark type, or more specifically a Dark type team, I have something to defend myself with. And even then, the Dark type teams manage to win me over anyway. So, Sacred Sword is also helpful whenever they have stat changes. As you can see, it ignores the target stat changes, so I don't have to worry about, you know, things like bulk up and the like that will just get really annoying and not allow me to get through those. Shadow Ball is there because, well, since in its other stance, its attack stance, the attack and special attack are pretty much the same. Shadow Ball is a great way to just get past the opponent if they're expecting a physical attack. And since it's Ghost, it's also pretty great because Ghosts are awesome. Iron Head is also there because I need a physical move that also has some stab in it. And Iron Head happens to be the best of, you know, the stab moves available to Aegislash that are physical, that I need with Shadow Ball and Iron Head. Sacred Sword I use that a lot, and you'll probably see me use it a lot, but that's about it. If you look at the nickname, Kusanagi, that's one of the 3 Japanese regalia, the 3 imperial regalia of Japan. And Kusanagi is a sword. How about that for a history lesson? Mr. Bougie is my Golurk, and he shall have the Assault Vest. He's shiny. I don't remember ever making that, but I really enjoy this Assault Vest because, well, it really allows Golurk to tank it and not die as fast as, you know, he might against a special attack, especially considering his entire moveset is rather diverse and also extremely powerful. I rather like Iron Fist because I cannot use Klutz whatsoever, especially with Golurk, and No Guard, I suppose I could use that, especially since Golurk can take attacks fairly well, but I'm just gonna stick to Iron Fist because I'm a noob. So here's Drain Punch, which is really helpful because, you know, if I get hit, I can just take all that damage back. Not only that, but having a fighting move is always helpful. Earthquake is here because, you know, it's a physical attack, and it's also super powerful. It's a ground move, and it'll just destroy everything in its way. It's the epic sweeper. When I have a team of 3 in front of me, and yes, I'm talking about Pokemon X and Y, obviously, because Showdown doesn't have a triple team battle that I am aware of. However, if I have a triple team battle, I will send out an Aegislash, a Golurk, and a Gengar. Gengar's there to take out anything that might hurt Golurk in... damn it, I keep on referring to their names. Aegislash will use King Shield, and then Mr. Fuji will Earthquake, and that happens to take out entire swaths of teams fairly quickly, and Earthquake is just awesome. Thunder Punch is here because it's a really useful move. If I'm going against something that's untouchable, like a flying type, I just have Golurk able to actually take that reach and hit with an electric move. Super effective. It's pretty perfect. Gyro Ball has replaced Heavy Slam. I actually looked around here, and I found a Steel type move to my liking. Gyro Ball is there because Golurk is super slow, and it's also a steel type move. I have yet to use it, but I do hope it will help me along in the future. And as you can see, here are his stats. Yeah, decent HP. His attack is phenomenal. Speed is lower. Oh, well, whatever. I don't care. Up to Gengar Kagami, which is also another one of the Imperial Regalia. He has a Focus Sash in case anybody decides to one-hit him, which happens a lot. But if he does manage to survive, well, even if he gets hit and he only has his 1 health left from Focus Sash, Gengar is fast enough to use Destiny Bond and take out that person who happened to kill me. And if not, then I don't know how they got that fast, because I really love my Gengar. Alright, so we go on to Shadow Ball, because Shadow Ball is always helpful. I mean, it doesn't have much against it that will make it do less damage. Sludge Bomb is also there, because Sludge Bomb is fantastic. I don't really have a good reason to having Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb. I always preferred Sludge Bomb over Shadow Ball, but you know, there are often times where I will use Shadow Ball. I don't even have any other move to replace Shadow Ball with. Either way, I have Focus Blast, yet again another fighting move to take out any of those nasty fighting types or any of those nasty steel types, and pretty much anything in my way. These three, Kusanagi, Mr. Fuji, and Kagami, are fully capable of sweeping out any of those uber annoying things in the way of my ghost type team. But then again, they're also completely susceptible to being destroyed themselves. On to Magatama, the third of the Imperial Regalia. Magatama is the gym. Oh, Kagami is the bronze mirror, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. Magatama is a gym of the 3 Imperial Regalia. So here I have a Choice Scarf Chandelure. Chandelure is awesome. It has an amazing special attack, and its speed is fairly decent. If you slap a Choice Scarf on that, it's pretty much unmatched. So for Chandelure, I have a Flamethrower, which pretty much wrecks. It's the main attack of Chandelure, and Chandelure doesn't need much switching around, as I found out myself. So Choice Scarf really kind of benefits me either way. Flamethrower is there to take out, you know, anything that fire is good against, obviously, everything. Energy Ball is there to take out anything that does not agree with fire, which also happens to be everything. Namely the water types, and water types do not like Energy Ball whatsoever. And keep in mind, also, most of these moves are devised by myself. I have not looked up anything else. Shadow Ball is there because Shadow Ball is great, and Trick is there to see if, you know, if there's a tank in front of me and I don't want to deal with it, I'll just give him the Choice Scarf. He'll be stuck using one stupid move, and I'll be free to do anything as I choose. It's essentially my tank breaker, and Magatama is great at tank breaking. It's pretty great, even though, unfortunately, my Chandelure is quite fragile. It does do the trick as he needs to do. Next is Wakagiri, which is my Jellicent. It has leftovers, as any Jellicent should have, and also Water Absorb, which is really convenient whenever, you know, I have Magatama out and I need to throw in my Jellicent to take in and also rake in that health. As you see here, Jellicent is an amazing tank. It has so much health, it has so much defense, and it has so much special defense. It is incredible what magic this thing has, and it has won me so many battles, even both in Showdown and out on my 3DS. So first off, I have Recover, which is by far the best move I ever have on here. If my Jellicent is in low HP, I just slap that down and I'm good to go. Scald is also phenomenal because water types are really good at just wrecking many of those hard hitters like fire types and ground types. And that's kind of one of the beauties of water moves. So next I have Ice Beam in case I have run into any ground and flying types or any dragon types. And despite the not so great strength of Jellicent, Ice Beam has one-shotted many Pokemon before, and it does do its work. It's really great. Toxic is next in line, and that's in case my Tank Breaker isn't breaking any tanks and happens to be dead, and I happen to have Jellicent, my tank, to go out and take out tanks. So essentially, my tank is a Tank Breaker. It's pretty great. Toxic is also a last-ditch effort if I know that something's going to go on and Recover isn't going to do very well. Yes. So next is Oni, the Spiritomb. He has the Life Orb, namely because I didn't know what else to put on my Spiritomb. His ability is Pressure because I'm not allowed to have Infiltrator. I suppose that's super annoying, but you know, Pressure's never really done too much for me. Anyway, Dark Pulse is there because Dark Pulse is great. It has happened to take out plenty, you know, where many of my ghost types cannot hit. Spiritomb is able to hit, especially with that fantastic special attack it has. Dark Pulse gets in there quick and just destroys when it needs to. Psychic is there because I often run into fighting types and poison types that are really causing my team a problem. Now, it is not often where my team cannot hurt them, especially fighting types, but if they are having a tough time, Psychic is just great to take out any of those annoying Pokemon in my way. Shadow Sneak is there because Shadow Sneak is great. It has priority. It usually goes first, and well, it saves a lot of time. Memento is my new addition into his moveset. I have not used it, but I know it might do me some good. It might do me some good. My only fear is that, you know, as soon as you use it, they're just gonna switch out Pokemon, and then Memento's entire point is just gonna be ruined. I might replace it with. Actually, why don't I replace it with Nasty Splot? Oh wait, that's why I don't replace it with Nasty Splot. Nasty Splot. Ew. I don't replace Memento with Nasty Splot. Shut up, Mixter. I don't replace Memento with Nasty Damn it! Nasty Splot. Alright, I don't replace Memento with Nasty Splot because my Spiritomb does not live very long. If you look at his stats over here, they're actually pretty decent now that I look at them. But every time I play with Spiritomb up in the front, or not even up in the front, just there play with Spiritomb just in general, he happens to die in 2 hits. And Nasty Plot wouldn't really do me too much good in here. So that's my team. I'm going to do some battling pretty soon. If you stick around, watch the next video, and check out what my team can do, please do so in the videos and annotations next. I'm a YouTuber, I promise. Thanks for watching this lovely episode of Pokemon Showdown, even though it wasn't really battling. This is my team. If you like the video that you've seen before you, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to leave a comment and tell me how great or bad my team is, please do so below. And if you want to ridicule how terrible I am at commentating my own commentations, please do subscribe. This is Ludicrous Studios, signing out.